So, as you can tell, the amount of clothes I'm wearing on my way to work. But, well, I'm outside at least. But, yes, I'm on my way to work. So, I just wanted to say a couple of things. Just personally, just things to think about. I started playing very, very late, and what I consider very late in my life. And just being, starting out 7th grade, 8th grade, middle school band and stuff like that, and being self-taught. Now, being self-taught, I just want to straighten things out. It's cool to be able to play a lot of things that you learn and be able to, apply them to the drum set and learn them on your own. It's really cool to do that. However, for all you guys that feel like you don't want a drum teacher or anything like that, I'm not knocking the self-taught thing because I am, but you also probably want to have a drum teacher. And here's why. A drum teacher can offer you insight from a different perspective than where you're looking. So this is something I learned from college. Is one of my professors always told me that the best way to practice is if you kind of have like a schizoid experience. Now let me explain that. You have to be both the teacher and the student, meaning that you have to be able to see yourself doing something, and you also have to be able to see yourself possibly doing it wrong, and if you're doing it wrong, you have to be able to correct it. Now, with having a teacher available for you, they can show you how to practice. They can answer all those questions that you don't know the answers to. Now, YouTube is a really, really great tool to use to learn how to play drums. That's basically where I learned how to play, especially watching some of your idols and things like that. So some of the teachers some of the players that you really, really like, and you can watch them at any given time of the day, because I do, and you can actually learn some of the stuff that they play. Now, that's fine and good, but having a teacher put some structure into what you're learning, and you might be able to learn a few things that you never knew before. You possibly might be able to correct some things that you may have been doing wrong. It's very easy to develop bad habits when you're being self-taught, when you're teaching yourself. So that's one of the things that you really, really want to get rid of, is those bad habits. Now, that's enough about that. But what the primary reason why I'm saying this is because I personally feel like I've come a long way. I've been offered several different endorsement deals just from my YouTube videos, and the amount that I've been playing recently has really been a blessing. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without, really, really supporting parents. My mom especially. It's been me and my mom for a really long time, and she's been there with me 100% through everything. So, drum set that I wanted, it may not have been the exact one that I wanted, but I got a drum set I got to learn. I've been blessed by the grace of God to have won a drum set from a Gil Sharon clinic, which happens to be my Black Sparkle PDP 7-piece kit. I won that from a Gil Sharon drum clinic. That was the biggest thing for me, because I was also a senior in high school getting ready to go to college, and that was my really big drum set. So I feel like that was a gift to me from God. Also, just having the support of my family members, my friends, my family, even my girlfriend supports it. Now, it's really hard, being in a relationship and also trying to be a musician, because there's a fine line of when work shouldn't be work, especially when you're an independent musician like myself. Meaning I'm not signed to a band or anything, I'm not on a tour or anything. So I have to do everything pretty much myself. I do a lot of my own marketing, I do a lot of my, own everything. So I manage my own Facebooks and everything, Facebook account and YouTube account. So it gets pretty hard sometimes, trying to make time for everything. And then I make these videos. It's really hard, but to me, I feel like it's worth it because I'm pushing as hard as I can. I'm working as hard as I can to, get to my ultimate goal. And I feel like in any aspect of your life, if you work this hard in a short amount of time, then you can basically do anything. I actually learned that from one of my friends. It's like if you work hard and bust your butt as hard as you can for as long as you need to where you get comfortable, whatever it may be, financially, family-wise, whatever you're comfortable, you don't have to work as hard anymore. You're already at your goal. And that was one of the cool things that one of my friends taught me. So, wisdom comes in all shapes, forms, and sizes, but that was one of the things that really stuck with me. And that's why I work as hard as I do. And I feel like if you guys work that hard too, like if you want to do, YouTube drum covers, you want to play drums, you want to learn an instrument, or just generally you want to reach a specific goal, go out and do it. No one's stopping you. The only person that's stopping you is you. So it's whether you want to go out and do it or not. It becomes very black and white, especially to me. If you want to get a degree, apply yourself while you're in school, do everything you need to do to work up to that degree if you're in high school, and then when you get to college, bust your butt as hard as you can while you're in college so that you get your degree and that you get work in the field that you want, because a lot of that is also networking. So talk to your professors, make some friends, talk to each other basically, and learn from each other. That's the best way to learn. It's from learning from your peers. That sounds really stupid. But I just wanted to share that all with you guys. Like, I've only been playing drums for about 6 or 7 years, and I appreciate the support from everybody that's been supporting me through this entire process. And I thank God for all the opportunities I've been given since, just being graced with being able to meet Clifford Adams and being able to play with him, and being in several different bands, playing different styles of music, doing recordings. Like, it really is a big deal to me. And I hope you guys see that I'm just a normal person. I'm not this really terrible person on the inside, or once I start to get to a certain level, I'll just become this fake person. No, I'm actually a real person. I started out with the dream of wanting to do drum covers, and one day I just got up and I said, I'm gonna go to the studio and bring my cell phone and start recording videos with my cell phone. And that's how this came to be. Since then, I've purchased a now GoPro camera that I'm talking to you from, which is great. I don't have to hold the camera while I'm driving anymore. That's dangerous. I purchased several other cameras just so that my quality of work, looked a little bit better. And, it's been a blessing to have so many opportunities just off of me getting up one day and saying, I'm going to make a couple of videos and post them on YouTube and see what happens. Luke Holland did the same thing. Podgeezer did the same thing. So guys, just go do it. Whatever it is you want to do, just go do it. I'm encouraging as a regular person who's not even YouTube famous, who's not even regular famous, just a regular person, a regular human being, go out and do it. Okay? That's all I have to say. Shout out to everyone who's ever helped me. This video is just basically to thank them and to show them how much I've grown from being a 14-year-old kid who wanted to play drums really, really badly, and didn't really have a teacher, to now being a go-to guy in the community of music, in Trenton, well, in Ewing rather, and some other places like Philly. And I've been making these great connections with these companies and things like that. Like, I want to say thank you to all you people that helped me. Even my people at church. I would not have gotten this far without any of the guys at church. That means Jeremy Bell, who used to be the worship pastor, the youth pastor, and worship pastor at my church, and even Brian for, coaching me through things after he left, and Andre, coaches me through some things as well. He's my worship pastor now. And, all those guys for just being able to work with me and, help me to hone in my talents and, get into the right spaces and mindsets to, be successful in this field, because this field is not very easy to be successful in. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of you doing a lot of things yourself. And if you don't apply yourself, you will never get anywhere. Especially in this music field, you will never get anywhere if you don't apply yourself and if you don't step out of your comfort zone, because those connections aren't just going to come overnight. You got to start going out talking to people. You got to go out and actively talk to people, give them your business cards, tell them your name, make small talk conversation. Even if that doesn't work, you got to keep going back. You go show up to random shows. People appreciate that. They start to recognize you, and they start to see that you have talent and you really, really want to do this. And as long as you show that you have talent and you really, really want to do this, anyone is willing to work with someone who has a business mindset or who has the mindset of just being a go-getter. So, by all means, go get it. Alright? Well, I'm at work now. Just a little nugget of information for you to hold on to, because that'll really help you out in the long run. All right, so thanks for your time, guys. Sign off.